Thank you everyone for tuning in to tonight's very special virtual relay. Obviously, it would have been better to have everyone down here in person. I know on behalf of the Fitchburg Public Schools, I would have loved to have the entire city down into the friendly confines of Crocker Field. As you can see, I'm sitting here by myself right now. Due to the situation that's ongoing in the world, it wasn't possible. So through the creative efforts and collaboration of a lot of stakeholders in the city, we're bringing to you something that's quite unique and hopefully stands as a time capsule looking out into the future. And if something like this were to ever happen again, it is a message, it's a vision of what's possible. So without further ado, I turn it over to the voice of Crocker Field, Chris Woods.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 106th running of the Junior Senior Relays here at Crocker Field. We have a little bit of a different spin on things this year, as we are running our first ever virtual relay at Crocker Field. With the help of my good friend, Mr. Sean Sweeney, we have some historical information we'd like to share before we get our races underway. With all of Fitchburg High School's end of the school year traditions steeped in lore, there's only one that quickens the pulse and leaves everyone breathless. That tradition is the annual Junior Senior Relays. The relays date back to 1914. Back then, it was a relay race from Worcester to City Hall, a competition between the junior and senior boys of the Gold and Sandstone edition of the high school on Academy Street. Back then, each leg of that race ran 1 mile for the total cum distance of 20 miles, finishing up at City Hall. In 1918, the event moved to historic Crocker Field. From there, the distance was pared down from 1 mile per runner to a half mile per runner. Later, in 1970, the junior and senior girls were invited to participate in this historic tradition. And finally, with the installation of the all-weather D-shaped track, which replaced the cinders in the late 80s, the event expanded to encompass the entirety of the school district, from elementary to middle schools, up to the freshmen and sophomores running co-ed races. 2020 was supposed to be, as mentioned earlier, our 106th edition of this event, live and in person in front of friends and family until the novel coronavirus pandemic struck early this year. However, thanks to the FHS class advisors for the classes of 2020 and 2021, the school administration, the Fitchburg Police, and the city's Board of Health, along with FATV, the tradition lives on tonight with the first ever virtual running of the Junior Senior Relays.
Our kids are fortunate. You know, this year obviously is a little different, but it's nice what they're doing to keep that tradition going in a way so that the seniors can leave. They're missing so many things, at least they'll have part of their relay. It's awesome, it's exciting, it's great for the city, and it's great for the Fitchburg Public Schools. There's really nothing like it around, and that's what makes it so special.
Seeing the staff here to support the students and the students showing up in this new socially distanced model, and everybody doing their part. I think it's just, it's humbling. It's great to see that the kids have adapted and they're flexible, so I think it's great.
I'm pleased and excited to be a part of this history, because this is history, and I hope the seniors and the juniors participating tonight can walk away with sort of a satisfaction that, you know, it wasn't what we expected this spring, but we are part of history, and it's a very, very unique moment in time. So best to those kids.
You know, this is a tough time for all of us, obviously, but you know, we've adjusted, we've adapted, and you know, we're still trying to give the young folks a positive experience, and I think that's what we got today. Clouds broke, sun's coming out. It's a great day, and you know, we wish all the juniors and seniors that are participating today a great rest of the year and a great summer, and we're gonna get by this. This is a credit certainly to Bob Jokel, our superintendent, his staff, and even more importantly, Craig Antossi and his effort in putting this together. Rising to the occasion. It's a great thing. We appreciate it. It's what we've always done best. We partner and collaborate better than anyone. We're proud of that.
Welcome into Crocker Field. Our view tonight is very much different than what we've seen historically. Our stands are empty here, and yet you can feel, even amongst the small group of students that are getting prepared to run, that there will still be excitement and tradition will be saved as a result of the virtual relays. Coming up on the track first will be for the senior boys, Enzo Moroni. And there's the gun. First leg ever of the virtual relay being run. Our honorary starter on that race was Craig Antossi. Enzo picking up the first 100 meters or so of his race, trying to maintain some good form as he comes around the corner in about 15 seconds. And he's working up the straightaway. Still has a little time to smile and look around a little bit. And we can see the arms working now in the background. The clock showing about 27 seconds, and he hits the line just around 30 seconds or so. So that's the first leg in the books. Officially, we have a time of 30.4 seconds on that leg for Enzo. Next on the track is going to be Ralph Casagnol for the junior boys, class of 2021. There's the gun. So Ralph underway here. He's trying to maintain some pretty good arm form here because the legs don't move if the arms don't swing. So here comes Ralph. He's made the corner in about 17. And he's working his way up the straightaway. You gotta like these pictures. I don't have a view usually of the clock running in the background. So that's a plus for me. And Ralph finishes in about 29.8. So the juniors, after one leg, have an early lead of a few tenths of a second. Next on the track will be senior Seth Hecker, running second for the senior boys in this order of event. And there's the gun. Again, Craig Antossi on the start. Kids enjoying the cameras down on the field, having a chance to wave to mom, dad, and anyone else they feel like. So Hecker now hitting the corner. All these boys coming through in around 17 seconds as they hit the straightaway. I can hear Coach Scott in the background cheering him on, and Hecker hits the line. Running about 29.8 on that one. So far the race seems pretty evenly matched. Let's see what happens next. So coming up now for the junior boys, who's running second for the 2021 class, is Gabriel Johnson. Here's Gabriel, looking pretty focused here at the start. There's the gun. There's Ashley Green taking some pictures. Class of 2007 hanging around in the background. Always a fixture in a sense at Crocker Field at our school events. And we got an aggressive looking run here by Gabriel Johnson. As he attacked that corner and he's coming up the straightaway. Absolutely love the view of the scoreboard. And Gabriel hitting the line in 29.8. Coach Sarah Lamy helping out on the timing in tonight's races. So that's it for the second junior runner. Next coming up on the track. And here we go. Third runner for the seniors and senior boys is Riley Gonier. Had the pleasure of coaching Riley's dad, Bob, back in the day. I won't say what year. Don't want to age his father too much. And so Gagne now on the track. Comes Riley. Hits the corner nicely, and up the straightaway he comes. Clock at 27 as he's about to hit the line, and 29.2. And that equals the fastest leg so far. You know, you have to keep in mind that these young people haven't necessarily had the opportunity to do much in the way of athletic training, although of course we know many of them do sports at Fitchburg High, but the way things happened this spring, I don't know how much time they had to actually prepare for tonight's races, so they're doing pretty well considering. And there we go. Here's the gun for Angel Melendez Colon for 2021. And he's attacking the first part of this race. Corn is always fun to come off of as fast as you can.
Go, Angel.
Keeping those hands high. He wants to finish this leg as best he can. A few shadows coming down here at Crocker, but we see a nice time by Angel at 29.2. So those are our top 3 senior boys, I should say our first 3 senior boys and our first 3 junior boys. And coming up next will be the ladies. So now we're going to switch over to the ladies, and running first for the senior girls will be Kiara Pedraza. There's the gun, and Kiara is off. So Kiara running the track. And again, some history tonight, as she's the first female runner to be featured in tonight's program, running in the virtual relay. Down the straightaway she comes. Clock in the background showing about 33 seconds as we're about to hit the line here. And she finishes in 37.5. Does the best she can. Since all runners are essentially running against the clock tonight, you have to reach down within to find it in yourself. Now for the junior girls, running first will be Lily Bray. And there's the gun. Lily is off. Lily using that long arm stride of hers to keep her legs moving. And as always in the background, even though we don't have a big crowd tonight, we can hear some classmates and some faculty cheering her on as she comes down the straightaway. And there she is at the line, finishing up in about 39.4 is her split. You know, can't say enough when I arrived at Crocker Field tonight to look around at some of my former colleagues who, you know, it's the same people who come out and support the kids. Just no surprise to me at all. So Olivia Triolo now running for the senior girls. Yeah, even though they both have white shirts on, it's a little easier for me here, working out of the studio and getting to watch these legs getting run. It's kind of different perspective for me too, and I'm kind of enjoying it. So Olivia now coming off the corner around 15 seconds. I guess we'll call that kind of the corner split. She's out in lane 2, swinging wide and coming home. It's hard at the end of some of these legs. You got to keep your arms moving just to get there. And there she is, finishing up. Olivia's time was 35.2. And now running will be Alyssa St. Cyr for the junior girls. You can see the gates in the background. Those are set up to keep everyone socially distant as they prepare for each leg they're going to run. We covered all the angles for this because we really wanted to see this happen. And we're excited to say it is happening. So Alyssa St. Cyr for the juniors. Now coming at the corner at around 17, 18 seconds. And a lot of nice touch kind of things happening tonight. The balloons, of course, but there's little signs every 20 meters or so encouraging the athletes. This is history. It's kind of special in its own way. I hope the kids recognize that and get something positive out of it. So that was Alyssa St. Cyr. She finished up in 36.8. And next on the track will be senior Abby McClanahan. Here she is, Abby McClanahan, now on the track. And Abby was actually a participant in the Greater Fitchburg Track and Field Club that typically takes place in the summer. Unfortunately, not this year, but we hope to see it come back. So it's always nice to see kids involved at an early age and still doing these kinds of things at the high school level. So here comes Abby. She's the third senior girl to run tonight. We're kind of going 3 boys, 3 girls. If you haven't figured that out yet, that's what we're doing. And Abby McClanahan coming down the straightaway. Almost there. Got to get there. And there she is. Finishing up in 33.2. So Kyla Girton now on the track for the junior girls, 2021. And there's the gun. And she's off. And Tossie wisely wearing the headphones as he along with some other school and city dignitaries will be our honorary starters. And that's a change. Typically we only have 1 start. But tonight every runner gets started, so to speak. So it makes it unique in that sense as well. So Kyla Girton, she's almost there. Clock in the background showing 34 as she hits the line in 36.8. Nothing changes. I can hear people in the background. Coach Scott cheering everybody through the line. Mrs. Lamy timing everybody as they get there. It's, again, just a nice staff effort here tonight as well. All right, so now we're going to head back to the boys this time. We're going to, as we mentioned, go 3 and 3. So now on the track for the class of 2020 is Stephen Mayo. I saw Stephen run a little cross country in the fall for the Red Raiders. So we know he's got some running ability, shall we say. So Stephen now hitting the corner. Oh, and you can hear him working it. Look at the arm swing. It's called attack in the finish. I think I watched him do that a few times in cross country. And Stephen comes through in 29 flat. Now on the track for the juniors, this will be Brian Rivera. So Brian run a little bit on the football field in the fall. And Brian goes after it early here. Almost getting his hands up into his face, which gets those legs moving. So he comes around the corner. Finishing up here, he's at 24 on the clock. And hitting the line. Nicely done by Brian Rivera on that leg. His time, 27.8. And now on the track, Ethan Chandler. Anyone who follows Ethan on Twitter knows he's very, very involved in the community. Karate for Kids, I believe, is something he was in the forefront for. And and so giving back even before he graduated from Fitchburg High is Ethan Chandler. So Ethan hitting the corner and coming down the straightaway. He's trying to keep his chin down, keep those arms moving. Don't want the head to go back too far. Slows you down. So Ethan hitting the line in 28.4. Now for the juniors, it's Anthony DiNardo. We had a different start of that time. Didn't get a chance to see the front of him. He was dressed in purple. We'll figure out who it is. So we got our honorary starters here. Mr. Antossi had started quite a few races, but now we're moving it around a little bit. So here comes DiNardo. And he hits the line like a sprinter at 27.2, as if there was tape there. You can see in the background Mr. Kimber helping out. The kids understood what the structure was tonight coming in, and they followed it right to the letter. It's been great to see. Now running for the senior boys is Neville Yangzi. And there's the gun. Neville's got a pair of spikes on. So you know somebody who's either a track guy or he is. I didn't have a chance to see Neville run this spring, if he was going to run track. And he's pushing. Looked like he grabbed his hamstring a little bit, so maybe he's a little tight. But he's not going to stop running. And he gets through the line. Yeah, little hamstring thing going on there for Neville. Hopefully nothing serious. Still got it done in 27.6. And now it's Alex Rojas. And Alex is off. Class of 2021, of course. All of these legs have been pretty close in time so far. So I'm curious to see how close these runners are overall. That was a pretty nice leg for Alex Rojas. At 26.6, that's the fastest leg run so far on either side. So here we go back to the ladies again. Up on the track now is Elise Pierce for the senior girls. Stan Tossi starting that one. Elise coming around the corner now. And hit the corner pretty well, around 16 seconds it looked like. And she's working her way down on the straightaway. And she hits the line. Perhaps one of the better times so far for the ladies at 32.8. Now on the track for the junior girls, Alicia Santos. Always fun to watch these kids and their different technique, so to speak, as far as how they run. And this is Alicia Santos, of course, coming down the straightaway. There's Mr. DiGiorno and Mr. Roach on the corner. 6 feet apart, it looked like. Following protocol, as we all try to do here tonight, and still make this a special night, and believe me, that's what it is so far. So Santos's time was 36.3 there. And running now for the senior girls, Dahlia Howell. And there's the gun. So they did a really nice job of organizing this event. The kids were told to come down during certain time periods, around set of 10, I believe, and they had the gates set up so that you checked in through one gate, you found your spot in line, so to speak, on the track, ran your leg, and then you had another gate to exit. There's Patty Kelly, one of the class advisors. Getting a little enthusiastic, to say the least, with a time of 32.7 for Dahlia. I believe Patty Kelly and Mr. Walker are senior class advisors, Barry Walker. And here comes the gun for Nayeli Plaza. I have to say it was a pretty nice night to do this. Weather was very cooperative. Actually a little humid if I remember. Here comes Nayeli now. And she hits the line in 35 flat. So this should be Tiara. And it is. So Tiara Bush now running for the senior girls. She's the 6th senior girl to run so far in the event. Coming around the corner. And down the straightaway she comes. That's it, Tiara. 32-1. Just kind of let up a little bit at the end there, but still I believe that is the fastest time on the girls' side of this race tonight. Now it's Estelle Arsenault running for the junior girls. Estelle is the 24th runner overall, based on the sequence that we're running here. We'll have a total of 36 legs in the race tonight before it's all said and done. And Estelle running through the line, time of 33.2. So back to the men now. On the track for the senior boys is Dylan Arujo. There's the gun. And Dylan coming around the corner. Pretty decent time. His halfway split would be somewhere around 13, 14 seconds. Clock in the background at 25 and hitting the line. Official time 27-1 for Dylan. Now it's time for Miguel Torres. There's the gun. Miguel running for 2021. He's got pretty good turnover here. You can hear the effort from here. I don't see any slowing down here for Miguel Torres. Got to get through the line. A little funky lean there, a little spill, but he seems to be okay. And based on the clock, he ran 25.8. And that is our fastest time of the evening so far. It's time for Gio Maroni. Gets a little snapshot of himself. He's shaking it out, waiting for the start here. There it is. Now, I would be untruthful if I said I did not enjoy watching this young man play football. I think the word is beast, from what I saw during the fall season. A lot of fun to watch. Gio coming up now to the finish line. Pretty good time for a pretty big guy. 26-7 is the split. Monty Graham now on the track for the junior boys. The little quarterback in this fall for the Red Raiders. And there's the gun. Monty, one of the many Grahams to go through the hallowed halls of Fitchburg High School. Coach Deej had his mask on at least. And hitting the line. Monty's time, 25-6. We got 2 boys left to run. And Christian Ardino Caballero. Christian is a track guy. Ran cross country and indoors. I'm sure would have run outdoors. Coming around. Christian ran the 400 if I remember correctly. So a 200 should be nothing, as they say in track lingo. And his time 26 flat. Pretty quick for the senior. And the last leg for the boys overall, junior Zach Scott. Zach's prowess, of course, is the game of baseball. Anybody who's paid attention to that knows he's done very well on the diamond. And he hits the line with a time of 25-6. And that equals Monty Graham's time. So the 2 fastest times for the boys were Monty Graham and Zach Scott, both running 25-6s. So here we go now, the 6 final legs of tonight's race. Running for the seniors, Yasmin Rodriguez, number 31. Total runners so far, that is, 31 so far, with 5 left after her. We hope you liked the format. It was interesting. Trying to figure out how to put some things together here, but we're definitely enjoying what's going on right now. So here comes Yasmin, representing the senior class, and hitting the line in 31-1. Now running for the juniors, Sofia Amano. There's the gun. Mr. Antossi has handled a lot of the starting responsibilities tonight. Yasmin starts off the race with her mask, and then realizes that she doesn't have to wear it for the 200. Again, another smart protocol in place tonight. The students were, if they did not come with a mask, were handed one as they entered the gate. They kept that mask till they raced. And if they needed a mask at the end, they received a second mask on their way out the gate, doing our best to protect everyone involved. So that was Sofia Romano. Her time was 32.8. Well, we might as well say this is Wanulo Ashaju, but we know Wanola is well known on the track circuit. That was Superintendent Jokla, our starter for this race. Wanola will be going to UMass Lowell. And yes, she'll be doing a little track and field there. No surprise. She had a great career at Fitchburg. Sorry we didn't get to watch her triple jump this spring, but we'll follow her on Twitter and We do follow UMass Lowell because we like to see what's happening in the world of track. And Winola runs its split of 28.8. This is Rachel Romero now on the track for 2021. Rachel runs a little track for the girls' team as well. She's kind of a sprinter, if I remember correctly. Very meticulous with her starting blocks, to say the least. And here she comes around the corner. Good arm swing. If you watch where those hands go, they go just about chin high. And that's how you do it. With a time of 31 flat for Rachel. So we got 2 legs left. For the senior girls, it's Elle Scott on the track. A lot of soccer balls found the back of the net this past fall off the foot of Elle. 50-something, I think. I kind of lost count. I was trying to keep track throughout the season, and I couldn't keep up with her. She's running a nice leg here. She's run a little winter track for the Red Raiders as well. And coming through at 28.4. And I'm taking a quick look down the list here, and that is the fastest time for the ladies tonight. As we get ready for our final leg of the virtual relays. The gun sounds, it's Olamide Bambose. Meaty, as she is known by her teammates. Pretty good track athlete in her own way, doing a number of events for the girls' track program. And I'm sure Coach Lamy looks forward to next year, when Meaty will be a senior. Coming down, and boom. That's it. Running under 30 seconds, 29.4 for Olamide.
It was hard, not doing sports for that long. Definitely would have been easier. I ran unified track, so would have been a lot easier to kind of go and then do this, but it was fun. It was cool that we got to do it as a class, and hopefully we can just beat the juniors. Really, that's the main goal.
It's a lot different with no fans and not really there wasn't really an adrenaline rush this time, but you had to compete with yourself to run as fast as you can.
I mean, we got a lot of things stripped from us, so it's kind of cool to be able to actually do one of the more significant things. Yeah, I don't know, it was good.
I was pretty excited when Mr. Intasi asked if I wanted to race. Thought it would be a fun time, and it was fun from what I just ran.
Yeah, this just really shows that if people come together, everything can still happen. It's all about how you feel about a situation, your mindset, and how much you really want it to happen. It's still going to happen if you want that.
There's tough times right now, but at least we're coming together, doing something changing, knowing that we're still doing the tradition and that this virus can't stop us from doing that.
Yeah, that's very special. It's like the Thanksgiving Day game. I feel like it's always been there, it's always gonna be there. It's like one of those things. Yeah.
Whoever's not doing this, you should be out here doing this, because this is a great experience, with everything going on too. So I just think everyone should be out here doing this.
It's like a tradition every year to have a relay, and I'm glad. I'm so happy.
I think it's really, really important because every year, this is my 8th year doing it, and I remember everyone sitting in the stands, everyone gets along, they root for their own schools, but it's a way that we can connect everyone.
I'm absolutely ecstatic. If this was canceled, I honestly would have been devastated, because this is my final year and this is all I can really give to my class.
I haven't gone out much because, gotta stay safe, keep my family safe, my friends safe, but it's fresh air. I'm glad I'm out.
I feel like they needed me, so I wanted to show my appreciation to the rest of the class of 2020, do something for them before, we all go our separate ways.
This is my last time racing, so I just gave the best I could.
When I heard that this was the last year senior and they wouldn't have a proper go out, and I heard this was happening, I kind of just said, yeah, I'd like to sign up for it and help them out.
Hopefully, though, in the real thing, the seniors would have had such a big lead that it wouldn't matter anyway. But
I'm pretty sure we're going to win because we have the heart and we're pretty fast runners.
The juniors, we lost them our freshman year, or our sophomore year, sorry. So it was kind of a big thing. And we had just never beat them in like a class games or anything, so we thought it was kind of important, for me at least. But I think I speak for my class as a whole.
Let's beat the seniors.
Yes, I know we are. We're going to beat the juniors.
Yes, because they're fast, they're slow. Seniors are lazy.
Hi, I'm Elle Scott. I'm class of 2020.
Hi, I'm Nico Tolos.
Ethan Chandler, Fitchburg High 2020.
My name's Alamidi Bamboshe, and I'm from Fitchburg High School.
Hi, I'm Elise Pierce. I'm a senior.
All right, my name is Estelle Arsenault.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Rodriguez, and I'm a senior at Fitchburg High School.
I'm Zach Scott, junior at Fitchburg High.
I'm Neville Yancey, class of 2020.
My name is Ralph Casano.
I'm Manola Shadru, class of 2020.
My name is Adrian Gomez, and I represent 2021.
Congratulations to the seniors class of 2020 for winning the first ever and hopefully only virtual relays down here at Crocker Field. Seniors, juniors, thank you for participating in such a special event. It's my hope, and I think everybody's hope, next year we'll continue in the 107th edition of the relays with a full stadium. For the class of 2020, life is curious. You never know what's actually going to happen. You are growing up in amazingly historic times, times like we've never seen before. You will be stronger for it. Your participation in events like these shows the world the indomitable spirit that you have. And as I stand here looking out over Crocker Field, this beautiful empty space right now, my heart swells to think that in a few short weeks, you'll be sitting out on that field graduating in person. So until July 25th, live every day the Red Raider way. Be present, be prepared, be positive, not only in school, but in your life every day for the rest of your life. Okay, I want to take the opportunity now to offer some special thanks to some of the people who made this event possible tonight. First, Coach Jack Scott. If not for his really innovative idea to host a virtual relay, this never would have happened. He's a humble man. He has deflected all of the accolades that have been offered to him at this point, but Coach Scott, thank you so much. This is a gift to the city. The class advisors of 2020 and 2021, Patty Kelly, Barry Walker, Kim Avery, Shelley Romero, thank you so much for the time invested in organizing this event, making our students feel safe, welcome, organizing staff involvement. I really appreciate you. Chad Garner, FPS Communication Coordinator, thank you for all the time that you put in to make this a possibility. Alan Toomley, it goes without saying, you are a rock. You've been doing it for years. Thank you again. I can't say it enough. To Robert Jokala and the FPS Central Office staff, thank you for believing in this event. I realized that there was a risk here that this would not turn out as well as it has. Thank you for putting your trust in the group of people who organized this event. It means a lot. Thank you to Steve DiNatale in City Hall. Thank you to Steve Curry in the Health Department, Chief Martineau and the Fitchburg Police Department, MedStar, John Murray from JBM Silkscreen. There's so many people who contributed to this event. If I missed anyone, I really do apologize. But from the bottom of my heart, speaking on behalf of the City of Fitchburg and the Fitchburg Public School community, thank you so much for all that you did to make this event a reality for our great class of 2020, to continue this tradition that has existed for now 106 years for the City of Fitchburg. It's an honor, and I appreciate you all. Thank you so much.